This video is brought to you by hoodbeast.com. Design your own custom hoodies. hoodbeast.com.
What's going on, guys? It's Jerome Mom back with another performance review, and today we're going to be talking about the KT3 from ANTA. And I gotta tell you guys, I really love playing in these. These are a great encore performer, but if your foot doesn't perfectly fit in them, you're not going to enjoy them as much as you should. But despite the particular fit, these still have tremendous value. So let's get things started with the traction. You know, Klay Thompson, he's one of these guys that does a lot of V-cuts, goes around a lot of screens, does a lot of curls and flares. So he needs something that's extremely responsive in every direction, and the KT3s do exactly that. As you can see in this clip, this is one of the worst floors that I've ever played on, and the KT3s held up very well on this surface as well as many others. So if you need something that's just gotta work on a variety of court conditions and surfaces, you're gonna wanna take a good look at these because the traction is absolutely fantastic. It's not extremely durable. I do have some chafing on the outer ridges of the outsole, but other than that, the KT3's traction is a top tier performer. Next up is the cushion, and while this system may feel a little uneven at first, you're absolutely gonna love these if you're a 4-foot heavy player. I'm not exactly sure what ANTA used in the cushioning, but I do know it's a standard EVA midsole with 2 foam pads in the forefoot and the heel. The forefoot feels extremely low to the ground. I mean, you're gonna feel like you're walking on the court barefoot while at the same time giving you a little protection that obviously you need. The heel is double stacked, so you are gonna get more impact protection in this area than you would in the 4-foot. So if you're a player like Klay Thompson, you're running around the baseline, you're going around screens, you're doing a lot of V-cuts, and you need something that's extremely responsive, you're gonna love these because you're gonna feel like you're not missing a step in the 4-foot. If you're looking for a lot of energy return and bounce back, you're just not gonna get it here. This isn't boost, this isn't unlock zoom, this is an extremely get as low to the ground as you can get cushion setup, which is great for players like Klay. Moving along to the materials, ANTA introduces us to their version of a knitted upper, which is all the craze these days, and I gotta say, their version does not disappoint. For only $120, ANTA's giving us a fully knit upper, which is absolutely amazing. There's no fuse, nothing like that. However, it is backed by a nylon material inside of the shoe, so it does take away from its overall breathability, but it does not take away from its overall flexibility and comfortability. I mean, you're gonna be able to put your foot in these and have the materials wrap around your foot very nicely, and it's gonna feel great. And the collar area does have a lot of padding, and if you played in the Crazy Explosive from Adidas, that GeoFit system in the collar area is gonna feel extremely similar to the KT3s. So overall, the materials used here have a lot of value. I mean, you're getting something for $120 that's very similar to the KD9s and the Kobe 10s. I mean, you really can't go wrong there. Next up is the fit, and like I talked about at the beginning of the video, the KT3s do have a particular fit that really isn't for everyone. The guy who designed this sneaker right here, his name is Robbie Fuller, and he did a ton of Adidas basketball sneakers back in the day, and his designs were always kind of being accused of being a little too tight in the midfoot, and the same thing could be said here for the KT3s. However, I wouldn't recommend going up half a size because there is quite a bit of dead space in the toe box area, especially on top of your foot. So if you did end up going half a size, it might just mess up the overall fit. So I would recommend just going true to size and readjusting the lacing like I did to get it to open up a little bit. But overall, these are not extremely wide footer friendly. But if you are wide footer and you're interested in these, just go true to size. Lastly, let's talk about the support, and the KT3s have a lot of things that help you stay on your feet, but one feature in particular ended up being a little bit of a distraction. The lateral forefoot has this design where the outsole actually goes up onto the midsole, and this design actually folded over itself when I was doing hard cuts, and I could feel the outsole pinching up underneath my foot. This may be because my foot is a little wide in this area, so if you're like me, you may feel this as well, but if you have a narrow foot, you may be avoiding this problem altogether. But it is worth noting, when I would apply a lot of pressure in this area, the outsole would come up into my foot, and it was definitely something that I was not a fan of. What I am a fan of is this sprint frame-like feature that goes from the midfoot to the heel. And basically what this does is it allows the KT3's forefoot to be extremely free-flowing. So when you're going around cuts, your forefoot is gonna feel free and not restricted whatsoever. Basically, it made me want to play like Klay Thompson more because I felt like I could go around my screens a lot tighter and faster than I normally would. You kind of have to experience it for yourself to know what I'm talking about. But let me just say this, it is easily my favorite feature in the KT3. So to wrap things up, in my opinion, I think ANTA killed it with these. I mean, you're not only getting top tier performance from the traction, but for only $120, you're getting a fully knitted upper. I mean, come on guys, the value is there. This is a signature sneaker and it performs like one. If you could get past the somewhat minimalistic cushion setup, the tightness in the midfoot, and that slight nagging issue on the lateral forefoot, I think you're really gonna enjoy how these perform. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend picking these up. I will put links to purchase in the description box below. That pretty much takes care of my review. If you have any additional questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. You know the drill. My name's Darren. It's been great having you. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Nick DePaula and Darren Rovell over at ESPN are reporting that Nike does have plans to give Giannis a signature sneaker, which has me excited. Signature sneakers are really the reason why I got into sneakers. You're talking about Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant.